RJ Hampshire at Daytona. Everything you talked about yesterday kind of came true. You capitalized, riding great all night, made up a chunk of points. Everything's coming up RJ tonight, I guess.
Yeah, man, just my faith and what I believe in and believe in myself. My bike was much better today, comfort-wise, whether it was actually better or me just being able to do whatever I did. Like, it's very rare that you have a feeling that you can go as fast as you need to and kind of do whatever you want to do on the bike and it work out. That's how I was kind of all day. Like, even when I didn't get the start, like right away I was like, okay, I can go to the front right now. Like, just pick my spot, make it happen. Had good lines. Red flag scared me a little bit because I opened it up, gap up pretty good before that. But yeah, man, all in all, just a really solid day.
Speaking of red flag, before I forget, you know you can just like sit there as the leader when the green flag goes?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's such I don't understand it. Like, no one can pass me until I get to the thing.
I checked after Detroit. You can just sit there.
Dude, I could have sat there for 7 minutes and then
that might be taking it a bit far, but sure.
Well, I mean, they keep adding laps like that. I mean, it's absolutely terrible for red flag, you know. And I feel bad for Levi. It sucks, but realistically, we still completed another whole lap and a half, and then they take those laps away because they go back to the first lap that he crashed in. So then it's like we're riding more, plus you just reset now. So it was like we ran, I think, 2 8-minute sessions almost with +1. Yeah, I mean, there's no way to really practice when the heck a red flag's going to happen. You just hope they don't. Yeah,
obviously you've done a lot of red flags this year, but you were out front for this one. So did it feel more familiar because you've done it a lot, or because you were out front were you kind of, not panicking, but a bit unsure?
I mean, at least I had more fight in me this weekend because, I laid over so bad in Detroit. Like, man, that haunted. You don't have those opportunities to go for a win with 2 laps to go on the dang leaders, and I just didn't have anything. And like this time I was just like, you know what, that same feeling, like, look, I can do whatever I want here. If I was Tom, he was in a better spot than I was, because I would have jumped that first double into the right. You know how you start, come around, and I was playing in my head like, man, what do I do? Do I jump this and then see kind of where I'm going to be or what? And he didn't. So like, for myself, like, if I'm in second, I'm trying to get the wheel on that guy, whether I lose it kind of at the end of the straightaway or the end of the rhythm, just to show him like, hey, look, I have some aggression to go for it. I mean, he didn't, and then I just hit my marks, and then that was kind of the end of the race.
Yeah, it must have made you feel a little more comfortable knowing that, okay, at this point we know it's better to be in second than first for a staggered, but Tom isn't known for being a guy who dive bombs, aggressive passes, so that must have given you some comfort.
Yeah, I mean, my plan was hit my marks, get that rhythm down, because if as long as you hit that rhythm, like, he wasn't going to be able to make the pass on me. If you would have missed the rhythm, he could have ran it in on the end. So once I did that, get to the whoops, I was jumping the whoops pretty fast that whole main event, and that's kind of his weak part. So I knew once I did that, I can get a little bit of buffer, and I had a really good line before the mechanics area, before the red flag. I was going way high and getting that 3-3 over the big single, like that double, like easy. Like, dude, I was crushing it, shifting to third in the rhythms, and I'd never do that. Like, I'll scream second till the dang engine blows. I don't care. Like, I don't shift in the rhythms, and I was actually shifting. So yeah, it was just different. But I mean, I had just really good lines, and then, you know, the Levi thing, it had me kind of second guessing where I was going after the finish too, like where he crashed at, and dude, it almost caught me off guard. Like, that was the only time all day, and it's because I was kind of checking up a little bit, just because, like, I mean, dude, I just witnessed the dude go cartwheeling off of that, so you don't want to make the same mistakes, and it almost bit me again. But man, yeah, just one of those nights, especially here in Daytona, kind of hometown, man, special night.
Yeah, I was going to say, where Levi crashed, how gnarly was that little G out in the pocket? Was it like close to being dangerous every single lap, or could you kind of put that out of your head?
Well, they prepped it before our main event, and they left it soft.
Right.
So that's worst case. Like, dude, I'd rather you not prep it, because then you know what line you're hitting and you know what it is. Like, so they left those soft areas, and that's, I mean, yeah, it just comes to show, like, look, if we were prepping the track, it'd be prepped different or whatever else. But yeah, I mean, it sucks. Like, man, I hope Levi's not, you know, too bummed out or, you know, too hurt, and he can get back into it, because yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's a track worker's fault, but definitely played in part what happened.
Last question. I feel like I ask you this a lot. bike, body, how close are you to 100%?
I mean, I won tonight, so it's enough. Like, we'll say that. I'm going to get better. I'm still going to get better. I know that. I mean, if you would have seen my tape job on my wrist throughout the weekend, like, you'd know it's still a little bit of an issue. We all got to deal with it, though. And, yeah, won tonight, won Daytona, so that's probably the gnarliest track that it's going to be on my wrist.
Yep.
So it's not an excuse. Like, I know I'm going to get better, though. Just get stronger, get that comfort. I have really good setting now, so expect me to be better this week and show up in Indy ready to go.